Welcome back to the Now Morning Show, just about 39 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock. This morning we are talking Bioblitz, and we are talking to Dr. Linton Arno, a lecturer at the University of the West Indies and Vice President of the Trinidad and Tobago, lecturer at the university, and also the University of the West Indies, member of Trinidad and Tobago Field Naturalist Club, Dr. Amy Deacon. Good morning, doctors. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, very well, thanks.
Now, Dr. Arno, I'm going to start with you first because I think this is such an interesting conversation to have. Where is it that you're encouraging people to go in their backyards and find different organisms? Let's talk about that.
Yes, exactly. So this year we are having our 11th Bioblitz event, and we are taking it one step further, where we are inviting our sister countries, which would be Jamaica and Barbados. So what we are inviting individuals to do is to download the iNaturalist app, and you can download this app using your Android or iPhone. What you can do, you can follow us at T&T Bioblitz on social media. After you do that, you can create an iNaturalist account. You have to join that particular project, and it's called the Inter-Island Bioblitz 2022. So once you join that Inter-Island Bioblitz 2022 project, all you have to do is to go to the back of your house, your property, and you take a photograph of any organism. May it be an insect, a bird, a plant, and you have to take these photographs over the weekend. So it's a 24-hour event. It starts at noon on Saturday, that's Saturday the 3rd, and it finishes on Sunday the 4th at noon.
So it runs basically from noon to noon. This morning, Dr. Deacon, I just want to ask, this is the 11th edition of the Bioblitz. I know that last year you guys came on the show and we discussed it, and we got people hyped up and excited about it. What was the feedback and the response like last year?
Oh, it was fantastic. So the last 2 years, we've run one on iNaturalist, as Dr. Arno has described, which just opens it up to so many more people because you don't have to come to a particular place. Wherever you are on that weekend, you can take photos, you can upload them. So we had, it was over 1,000 species that we recorded last year and the year before, just in that 24 hours in people's backyard, in that one weekend, So I think that really amazed us. Well, it amazed us, and we're biologists, but I think it amazed everybody else even more, the idea that we have so many things just there in our gardens. And some unusual things as well, and some invasive species, some endangered species. So things that collecting these data onto that online platform actually allow us to track some of those important distributions, and we can learn a lot more about our biodiversity from that data. It's almost like we're inviting everybody, even with no scientific background at all, to become a scientist for the weekend, because that data is so valuable and important. And of course, as Dr. Arno said, this year, we're thinking we might get even more species because we've invited Jamaica and Barbados to take part, and they were really excited. So hopefully we'll get enough interest in those countries too. Yeah. And then it'll be really amazing to compare between the three countries as well in terms of what we find.
I'm very interested in why this year we chose to expand to go to both Barbados and Jamaica.
Well, one of the partners in the Bioblitz from the very beginning has been the Department of Life Sciences at UE alongside the Field Naturalist Club. So it felt natural to reach out to our colleagues in Cave Hill and Mona. So we have partners now officially in the 2 campuses. So all 3 campuses have now got staff and students who are taking part. And so they're playing a key role in publicising the event in the 3 different countries. So, I mean, there's already some talk about maybe expanding it even further in the future to other countries because, it's just 3. There's plenty of other countries that would be keen to be involved. And other countries have even said that they feel that they would like to be involved in the future. But for now, we just thought, let's see how it goes, expanding to the 3 UE campuses work from there.
Definitely. Now, as part of the Field Naturalist Club, let me jump back to Dr. Arno for a second. What happens with this information when it's collected? All this data that we're asking people to collect from noon to noon, you send your pictures, you upload your pictures of the different organisms. What happens to that information, that data afterwards?
Okay, great question. So our mission is to foster education and knowledge on the natural history and to promote activities that would lead to the appreciation, preservation, and conservation of our natural heritage. So that information we uploaded into our quarterly journal, and it's available for Trinidad and Tobago. Of recent, a couple of people reached out to us, individuals who are conducting like EIA and SIE, to find this information and use it in preparation of these environmental reports. It can be used, other scientists can use to compare it, apart from other things. Just to add to that, last year, the top individuals or the top animals and plants we found was the bronze anole, which is what we would refer to as the common house lizard, the red peacock, that's a type of butterfly, a ruddy ground dove, the western honeybee, and the sensitive plant, which is what we would call Mudica Mimosa pudica or shea nut. So now with this information, we will get an understanding of our biodiversity. And Trinidad is a rich biodiversity country.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we are referred to as the #1 biodiverse country in the world when we look at our biodiversity index to our area. So we are a small country, but we are extremely rich in biodiversity. And we can compare this information at the end of this Bioblitz to our sister islands, Jamaica and Barbados. So there's a lot of things we can use this information for.
Yeah. So just to be clear, right, Dr. Arnold, what you're saying is that those things that you called out there were the top responses, as in the most pictures came in for those particular species and organisms?
Okay, it's actually raining where I am.
Yes, that's right, Rokas. That's exactly right, Rokas. That's
all right. Fantastic. Let me jump across to you again, Dr. Deacon, before we wrap up. Well, you're a biologist, right? And you're part of the Field Naturalist Club. Was there anything shocking in terms of the what you all got in Bioblitz last year and what you expect to get this year? Was there anything like you were like, wait, we have that here in the Caribbean, in Trinidad and Tobago?
Not really in particular anything that we were totally surprised about. I guess it's more just the diversity, this idea that there's so much in our backyard. We all think there's just, a tanager and a banana quit and Dr. Arno just listed the most common, but those were just the top few out of, as I said, over 1,000 species. So I think that's where the surprise comes in this sort of amazing biodiversity. And the fact that we should all, I think it kind of raises awareness about what we can do with our gardens and our backyards, even if we have a small one, just a few plants, and then animals come and, we can have these little oases in urban environments that are actually really important for biodiversity.
Fantastic. Just before we wrap, can you tell people one more time how they can be a part of the Bioblitz this weekend?
Yeah, so the key thing is to join iNaturalist, which is free, and it's a very easy to use platform. iNaturalist.org is where you'll find that. Once you've joined that, you just need to join the Inter-Island Bioblitz 2022 project, which just means searching for it and joining it. And that means that if you upload any photos, which just is drag and drop into iNaturalist, then they will add to our project and we'll see your observations in our big project. And you can do that on the phone or on your desktop as well. Either is fine.
Fantastic. Well, all the best this weekend. I know that we're going to collect some interesting information, and I look forward to hearing the results of it.
Thanks very much.
All right, thank you guys for joining us this morning. Dr. Linton Arno, a lecturer at the University of the West Indies and also the Vice President of the Trinidad and Tobago Field Naturalist Club, and Dr. Amy Deacon, lecturer at the University of the West Indies as well as a member of the Trinidad and Tobago Field Naturalist Club. Thank you guys so much, and all the best this weekend with the Bioblitz.
Thank you.
All right, guys, and on that note, we take a quick break and we come back with more Inside the Now Morning Show. Stick around. We go till 8.